What happens when one of China's most beloved actresses arrives at a high-profile variety show and immediately starts calling out a male co-star's name from across the parking lot? The internet exploded yesterday when Zhao Lusi, known for her reserved public persona and carefully maintained professional boundaries, did exactly that, loudly summoning Lu Yuning in front of cameras, crew members, and dozens of witnesses. But here's where it gets even more controversial. What happened next has sparked a firestorm of speculation that refuses to die down, with fans divided into warring camps and relationship rumors spreading faster than wildfire across Weibo, Douyin, and every major Chinese social media platform. The incident occurred during what should have been a routine arrival at the filming location for an unnamed variety show, but eyewitnesses describe a scene that was anything but ordinary. Multiple sources present at the location reported hearing Zhao Lusi's distinctive voice calling out Lu Yuning repeatedly, with an urgency and familiarity that seemed to transcend typical co-star interactions. One production assistant, speaking on condition of anonymity, described the moment as incredibly intimate and unexpected, noting that Zhao Lusi appeared to completely disregard the formal atmosphere that usually characterizes such professional settings. The question that has millions asking is simple but loaded. Why would an actress known for her professionalism suddenly abandon all pretense of maintaining professional distance? But wait, because what happened immediately after Zhao Lusi's public summons has social media detectives working overtime and shipping communities reaching fever pitch. Lu Yuning, who was apparently already inside his vehicle preparing to depart or having just arrived, didn't just acknowledge her call with a simple wave or verbal response. Instead, according to multiple corroborated accounts from people present at the scene, he produced flowers from inside his car and presented them to Zhao Lusi in full view of everyone present. Not a casual bouquet, not a professional congratulatory arrangement, but flowers that witnesses described as carefully selected, obviously pre-planned, and most controversially, romantic in presentation. The timing, the gesture, the public nature of the exchange, everything about this moment has triggered intense speculation about what's really happening between these two stars whose on-screen chemistry has already driven fans wild. The variety show in question, while officials have remained tight-lipped about specific details, is rumored to be a major production featuring multiple A-list celebrities, making the setting for this interaction even more significant. Industry insiders point out that arrivals at such events are heavily photographed and scrutinized, meaning that both Zhao Lusi and Lu Yuning would have been acutely aware that their interaction would be captured, analyzed, and disseminated across social media within minutes. This raises the critical question that has entertainment journalists and fans alike debating furiously. Was this a spontaneous moment of genuine connection, or a carefully orchestrated publicity stunt designed to generate exactly the kind of buzz that's currently dominating Chinese entertainment news? Zhao Lusi, whose rise to stardom has been meteoric following her breakout roles in historical dramas and romantic comedies, has built her reputation on being approachable yet professionally distant. From her male co-stars, her previous public interactions have been characterized by warm professionalism rather than the kind of familiar, almost intimate behavior witnessed at this variety show arrival. Fans who have followed her career closely express shock and confusion, with some celebrating what they see as evidence of a genuine romantic connection, while others voice concern that she's being manipulated or that her carefully cultivated image is being compromised. The divide in fan reactions has created unprecedented tension within her fan base, with some supporter groups issuing statements, organizing voting campaigns, and even threatening boycotts, depending on how this situation develops. Lu Yuning, a multi-talented performer known for his work as both an actor and singer, brings his own complicated history to this situation. His previous rumored relationships and interactions with female co-stars have been the subject of intense scrutiny, with some pattern-seeking fans pointing to what they claim are similarities between his current behavior with Zhao Lusi and past interactions that ultimately led nowhere romantically. Skeptics argue that Lu Yuning has a history of generating romantic speculation that conveniently coincides with project promotions, while his defenders insist that he's simply a warm, generous person whose natural charisma gets misinterpreted as romantic interest. The flower gesture, however, seems to transcend as typical friendly interactions, leading even some skeptics to reconsider their positions. The flowers themselves have become a subject of intense forensic analysis by devoted fans who have examined every available photo and video snippet from the scene. Multiple amateur investigators claim to have identified the specific varieties in the bouquet, with some arguing that the flower selection carries symbolic meaning in Chinese flower language. Pink roses, which several sources claim were prominently featured, traditionally symbolize admiration, appreciation, and budding romance. White lilies, if indeed present as some grainy photos suggest, could represent purity and commitment. The fact that Liu Yuning apparently had these flowers ready in his vehicle, rather than receiving them from a staff member or a fan, implies premeditation that has romantic speculation reaching new heights. Did he purchase them himself? Did he specifically choose each flower? And most critically, how long had he been planning to give them to Zhao Lusi? The timeline of events, pieced together from multiple eyewitness accounts and social media posts that appear before being mysteriously deleted, suggests a sequence that's even more intriguing than the headline moments. According to these reconstructed accounts, Zhao Lusi arrived at the filming location approximately 15 to 20 minutes before the scheduled call time, which is unusual for an actress of her stature who typically arrives precisely on schedule. Liu Yuning's vehicle was reportedly already present at the location, though it remains unclear whether he had arrived earlier for separate filming commitments or was specifically waiting for Zhao Lusi's arrival. The fact that she immediately began calling his name upon exiting her own vehicle, seemingly knowing he was nearby, suggests either prior communication or an established pattern of interaction that has not been publicly visible until now. Several production crew members, speaking off the record to various entertainment news outlets, described the atmosphere during and immediately after the exchange as charged with tension and awkwardly intimate for such a public setting. One lighting technician remarked that other cast members and staff seemed uncertain how to react, with some averting their eyes as if witnessing a private moment, while others openly stared in surprise. The show's director and producers have maintained strict silence about the incident, refusing to confirm or deny details and redirecting all inquiries to standard publicity channels that have offered only generic statements about the show's filming progress. This wall of official silence has only fueled further speculation, with conspiracy theorists suggesting that production companies are deliberately allowing rumors to proliferate as free publicity for the upcoming show. The social media response has been nothing short of explosive, with multiple hashtags related to the incident trending simultaneously across different platforms. On Weibo alone, the primary hashtag accumulated over 800 million views within the first 24 hours, with engagement numbers continuing to climb exponentially. Fan-created content analyzing the interaction from every conceivable angle has flooded platforms, including slow-motion video analysis, body language expert commentary, lip-reading attempts, and even astrological compatibility assessments. The intensity of public interest has drawn comparisons to some of the biggest celebrity relationship revelations in recent Chinese entertainment history. Though notably, neither Zhao Lusi nor Liu Yuning has made any official statement confirming or denying romantic involvement. Professional relationship analysts and entertainment psychologists have weighed in with fascinating perspectives on what the public nature of this interaction might signify. Dr. Chen Wei, a psychologist specializing in celebrity culture and public relationships, suggests that the deliberate visibility of the exchange could indicate that both parties have reached a point where they're comfortable with public speculation, possibly preparing the groundwork for an eventual relationship confirmation. Alternatively, Dr. Chen notes, the public nature might serve as a protective measure, allowing them to interact with some level of intimacy while the professional context provides plausible deniability. The fact that this occurred at a work event rather than during personal time creates ambiguity that both actors can leverage or dismiss depending on how they choose to navigate subsequent public response. The historical context of celebrity relationships in Chinese entertainment adds another layer of complexity to this situation. The industry has seen numerous instances where rumored relationships either significantly boosted or devastatingly damaged careers, depending on timing, public reception, and how the relationship was managed publicly. Young female actresses in particular face intense scrutiny regarding their romantic lives, with dating news sometimes overshadowing professional achievements